Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Tom's Spotlight, where we dive into all things entertainment. I'm your host, Tom, and today we're talking about a cinematic phenomenon that's hard to believe has been surpassed by just 3 months. Barbenheimer. Can you remember the summer of 2023 when two unlikely movies became the unlikeliest of friends? We're talking, of course, about Barbie, directed by Greta Gerwig, and Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan. These two films were thought to be an impossible pairing, but somehow they managed to coexist on the big screen, breaking box office records and defying expectations. But what made Barbenheimer so special? Was it the star power of two A-list directors, or was it something more? According to some industry insiders, it's the fact that these films tapped into a rare cultural phenomenon, the monoculture. In other words, they appealed to a broad audience, transcending demographics and genres. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can we possibly top this magic? Well, folks, it looks like Disney might be attempting to do just that with their upcoming Lilo and Stitch remake and Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This unlikely double bill is projected to rake in over $200 million, but let's be real, it's not going to replicate the same level of cultural phenomenon as Barbenheimer. So, what was the secret ingredient behind that summer's box office smash? Some argue it was the curiosity factor. People were genuinely excited to see what Greta Gerwig and Christopher Nolan had in store for us. And let's not forget the romanticism of movie-egoing itself. There's something undeniably special about seeing two films back-to-back, experiencing the magic of the movies on the big screen. But with Lilo and Stitch and we're looking at a different story altogether. These films are built around existing brands, which means that the only thing they really need is a solid marketing campaign to get people in the door. And trust me, it's going to be a long holiday weekend for moviegoers, but will it live up to the hype of Barbenheimer? That's the million-dollar question, folks. I'm Tom from Tom's Spotlight, and we'll be keeping an eye on this double bill as it unfolds. Stay tuned for more updates, analysis, and behind-the-scenes scoop on all things entertainment.